Hey everyone, so today I want to do a quick review slash demonstration on something I got in the mail today. It is the 8bitdo Gbros Adapter for the Nintendo Switch and Windows. This thing is actually really cool. I have some of the other 8bitdo adapters for the Nintendo Switch that allows me to use my PlayStation 4 or Wii U or even Wiimote controller on my Nintendo Switch in docked mode. This, however, sends a Bluetooth signal to the Switch console itself, so you can use it when the Switch is in dock mode or in tabletop mode. And it is awesome. So what it is it's this little purple adapter, and it has a GameCube slot and a classic slot. This classic slot might look familiar because it is the same one used originally on the Wii remote. Also, if you have a NES Classic or an SNES Classic, it is the same port. So, because of that, if you do have any of those controllers lying around, you can actually connect your NES Classic controllers or SNES Classic controller or Wii Classic controller or any combination of the sort onto this adapter and use it on your Nintendo Switch. You can also use, of course, your GameCube controllers on here. Really cool. With the GameCube controller, it even works with the rumble. So yeah, easy as that. It also came with a tie, so you can keep your cables controlled. I don't really see a use for it other than the GameCube controller, since the GameCube cable is one of the longer ones out of all the cables that I mentioned. Especially the NES Classic one, super short. Even on the Wii Classic controller, super short. So it won't be a problem with those. Using the 8bitdo Gbros adapter is actually really simple also. It has 4 buttons on the front. One of them is the star. The only reason you would need to use the star button is to activate a turbo mode. So you can assign a button to this star, and when you press it, it will activate a turbo mode. The other button, this heart button right here, the red one, is a home button. Pressing it will take you back to the home screen on your Nintendo Switch. Really awesome that they added this feature, just because a lot of the controllers that you will be using with this adapter don't have a home button. With the exception of like the Wii U 5-pad, that one does have a home button, but any of the other ones you would have to hit the home button on the console itself or on the Joy-Con if you have a Joy-Con next to you. The other button here, you don't actually press it, you slide it, and that'll actually is an S and an X, S being for Switch, X being for Windows. So depending on what you're going to connect this to, you would slide that. I will be using it on the Nintendo Switch. The other button is the sync button. It's really simple to sync up. When you first get it, you're going to go ahead and press it over to Switch. You're going to lightly press that button for 2 seconds. It'll start to flash. Then on your Nintendo Switch, you're going to go into controllers, change grip order, and then it'll sync up fine. And then from there, you can just plug in any controller you will be using, and that's it. It'll think that it's a wireless Pro controller that is connected to your Nintendo Switch. And with that being said, you can actually switch controllers on the fly. You don't need to resync it or anything like that. If you're tired of playing with your NES Classic controller, you want to use the SNES Classic controller, you just unplug it, plug in the new controller, and continue to play. No downtime whatsoever. You can switch it just like that. Another thing that it did come with is a small USB micro cord. I thought originally it would be to charge this, but that's not the case, since this actually takes 2 AA batteries. According to the instructions on those 2 AA batteries, you can get 30 hours of playtime. I'm not sure how accurate that is. There is a feature where this will turn off. There is no power button, but with a minute of inactivity, it'll automatically turn off. The only thing I can think of that USB micro was bundled in with this is so that you can do firmware updates down the line. However, the way it came out of the box synced up perfectly with the Nintendo Switch. I didn't need to update anything. So it's running on the latest firmware. So yeah, I'm not sure what else really that cable would be used for other than that. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's go show you guys some gameplay. Okay, and so there you go. Works perfectly. But I have a feeling what everybody's going to want to see is some GameCube and some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So it feels great with the GameCube controller. Let's finish off the match using, since I am Link, my Wii U Link Fight Pad. There we go, got it hooked up. Resume. Alright, so that was some gameplay. This is the 8bitdo Gbros Adapter. If you have some classic controllers lying around and you want to breathe new life into them on your Nintendo Switch, I would definitely recommend picking this up. I thoroughly enjoy it. I actually love the color that it is. That's that indigo GameCube indigo, and also the Game Boy Advance. So I definitely enjoy the color scheme on this guy. But yeah, until next time, bye!